Our journey begins in rural Warren County as Lynn Mahoney and her staff from Maschio's Food Service walk the rows of cherry tomatoes on Zip's farm in Washington Township, gathering what soon will be a tasty lunch for elementary school students an hour away.
Freshness, being picked, there's nothing better than just picking tomatoes right off the vine, slicing them right up, cutting them right up, putting them on your lunch.
Keith reached out to us last year. He had a tremendous amount of produce. We were able to pick it up in laundry baskets, which was great. And then we made this decision together. Wouldn't it be nice if he planted just for us?
And the partnership was born on this 3-acre plot of land filled with veggies, all for the kids. It's the first farm-to-school lunch program in the state.
While 80% of learning is done through the eyes, these students have had to rely on their other senses. For this tournament, it's all about what they hear.
Okay, the curtain has opened under the Queen's veranda. More smoke fills the field, and out comes a horseback rider. He looks like a knight. He is a knight. He's got long hair.
Not all knights are in shining armor. Some wear black and headsets.
And it lands right in the center.
You can't just say he holds a shiny metal sword. They have to know how heavy it is because that dictates to them in their mind how they're going to move with it and how they're going to fight with it. They have to hunch their body over. They have to lift it with both hands.
Marge Zichek has been out here as a standard bearer for a few days now.
It's a lot of fun. You know, you're always watching on television, all the guys playing. I play golf myself.
But today, she's got a crowd.
I've been doing this a number of years, and it's the first time I have like a real top-level player and a well-known player, too. So there'll be a lot of people following today.
Please welcome Phil Mickelson.
She's following Webb Simpson and Phil Mickelson.
Who does? I'm very excited, yeah. I think this is I've been doing this a number of years, and it's the first time I have like a real top-level player and a well-known player. Everybody loves Phil. It's really impressive when you get to see them up close and see how far they hit and how accurate they are with their shot.
In Jersey City, Megan Dice, News 12, New Jersey.
In our view, there can only be one explanation. Suez has mismanaged our system.
Hoboken Mayor Ravi Bala put the blame squarely on Suez for this summer's numerous water main breaks. He says the water company's meter project in the city's southwest district could have led to the 14 breaks. Suez reps say the breaks come down to one thing: old infrastructure.
A system that is more than 100 years old. Very difficult to operate and run a system that is of that age.
It's cool when I see police officers, they give me high fives.
6-year-old Logan will now get a hero trading card along with a high five every time he meets a different officer of the Hazlet Township Police Department. You said you'd rather
have these than the real baseball cards.
His sister Lauren is also 4 cards closer to a full collection of 36.
We try to do anything we can to have the youth actually engage our officers or have that conversation and do it at an early age. And we found it, we think that this is going to be a good program to do that.
Each officer, even the canine, is stocked with 300 cards, ready to give out to a child 14 years old or younger, wherever and whenever they run into them.
And the heat was intense. I mean, we're like almost halfway down a block and you can feel the heat.
This fire on Seymour Avenue and Center Street started around 10:30. It was the second fire of the night, burning the home to the ground so fast, people in the community were stunned.
It was like nothing I've ever seen. It had to be an accelerant in there. The flames were coming over the side of the street within minutes.
And within a mile, the series of fires began here on Northwood Avenue at this doctor's office.
It proved to be a very challenging night for our fire department and our first responders.
While both were burning, firefighters responded to a series of small brush fires and a dumpster fire here at Seoul Middle School.
It does suggest that there could have been some foul play or arson may have been involved.
That's terrible. Why would you try to cause harm to people like that?
And for those who may have been involved, the mayor has a message.
Beware. We'll do everything humanly possible to catch you, and if we catch you, you'll be prosecuted to the fullest extent.
Our 22nd year. Our goal is to raise awareness throughout the United States for every police officer, federal officer, law enforcement officer killed in the line of duty. And we also raise funds for the National Law Enforcement Memorial, which is a publicly funded memorial in Washington, D.C. And we are the largest contributor of that memorial.
Somebody that has been killed in the line of duty, we remember them because it teaches us that our job is dangerous, that we're here to serve the public, and that service that those officers gave is something to be honored, and that's what we do, we honor them.
Now, the Police Unity Tour is part of National Police Week. It was a Florham Park police officer who started this in 1997, and look at it now.
All day and all night, these crews never stop working. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Beach Project comes not only with a lofty price tag, but also with a summer of disruption. For locals like Larry Arbore, the inconvenience is worth it, considering, as he says, Sandy basically wiped Ortley Beach off the map.
I think it's great. We need it. If we don't have it, we could get in trouble by next summer.
As the pumps and dredges work around the clock, other people here say the beaches need the sand, but why now?
It's been done at the wrong time. You know, it's really hurting the people that come down here. Why do this in July? You know, it's about the worst choice you can do. But I understand there are schedules and things like that.
As crews continue their work, around 1,000 feet of beach has to be shut down near the project, including here on Ortley, Fort and Coolidge Avenues. But just a few feet away, hundreds of people on the open sections of beaches don't seem to mind at all.
Very excited to see the beaches expand, and they're much bigger.
What do you want to tell the folks that are out there saying they just ruined our summer?
Just have a good time and enjoy.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers schedule depends on the availability of the massive equipment needed to complete this project, and it just happened to fall in the middle of summer. In Ortley Beach, Jim Murdoch, News 12, New Jersey.
If you are looking for something to do, Disney on Ice is the place to be, and we are talking about a whole new one. Take a look at some of the cool stuff you'll see. This is swing poling. I was like, whoa, how do they do that? Luckily, I have Melody here with us. She's part of the ensemble cast to walk us through what we're seeing. So what part of the show is this?
Oh my goodness, this is in the Coco section of our show. It's a traditional Mexican celebration. It's a black light number. And these guys are on 20-foot flexible poles performing in masks and costumes and just making it a party for everyone.
Yes, such a blast. And it's not just the swing bowling that you get to see. You also get to see hoverboarding. Now,
yes,
what's this about?
Do. The hoverboards are incredible. It was a way to get our acrobats that are in the show out on the ice with us. And they trained for hours a day for like 3 months to be able to do all these tricks.
You're watching live as Tammy makes her way to the ocean. Easily one of the coolest things I've ever witnessed live here. Happening right now in Point Pleasant Beach.
News 12 New Jersey's Alex Butler joins us live at Eye Contact Vision Center with more. Alex?
Yeah, and they have raised quite a bit of money. We're talking about over $4,000, all to fight a great cause that actually is curable. Now you can see here, the shaving has begun, and a lot of this is really just to get the word out about colorectal cancer and making sure that people know that this is a curable thing. This is something that really, if you just go get checked, it's something that just needs to have the awareness. And so Dino is actually part of the North Bergen Police Department, and is going to walk us through a little bit about why you guys got involved.
Well, it's just community outreach in its purest form. It's a fun way of communicating an important message, instigating a conversation with the public about something that's entirely preventable.
Photojournalist Andrew Chase's live picture this morning. This is Route 1 going north here in the Edison area. We're just past Main Street, between Main Street and Old Post Road, out by the Top Golf and out by the Raketina Auto Complex there. And it's a truck Look at that. It's got the heavy wreckers on scene, and they are trying to remove that vehicle. Also looks like it may have hit a utility pole, so looks like maybe PSE&G has just rolled up on scene as well.
Yeah, a little red, white, and blue going on down here at Jenkinson's Aquarium on the boardwalk, Point Pleasant Beach. And you know, we're on the road here this Friday. That aquarium is filled with so many creatures. I mean, they could go all night and show off this aquarium and everything else happening around here. Let me bring in Carrie from the aquarium once again. These guys, or gals, well, you tell me, are beautiful and perfect for today.
Oh yeah, well these are gals. We got our red, white, and blue. This is Scarlet, she's a scarlet macaw. This is Louie, she's a Moluccan cockatoo. And this is Poncho, she is a blue and gold macaw. And they all live in our rainforest area upstairs here at the aquarium.
Rainforest area tells me, being out in this heat and humidity, they're just fine.
Oh yeah, they are loving it. Out in the rainforest, it's just as hot, just as humid. Their tank's a little bit cooler than this, but they love it. Especially Louie loves the attention more than anything.